Hello and welcome back. I am Rave, and last episode we just made the platform for the wheat farm. We did, however, get to talking about such stuff as the video quality that I'm uploading in. It's, a pretty relevant thing. That's what I've been spending a lot of my time working on, trying to get to record at a decent frame rate, trying to get something that isn't what it says it is, trying to get something that is what it says it is. And yeah, so I believe we have enough here. I'm just going to outline the wheat farm and start building. So I've got the basic layout set up. What I'm going to do here is I got this dug out because this is where the floor will be. I just have this as a note because from this block right here all the way up to this block, that is 16 blocks in total, which is the length of 2 water streams, which is what it is going to end up being when I put in pistons when I get them. Up until that's done, it's just going to be it's just going to be a regular wheat farm. And the center strip here on each side, there are 4, and there's a center strip. The center strip will be filled with water, still water, because I don't care for the sound of running water. It gets annoying after a while. So yeah, let's start building that. I believe I'm going to start this out. The stuff up here is going to be wooden. I'm also going to have it may be a stone pressure plate, or maybe it's a wooden pressure plate. It's not actually going to do anything. It will be for when I finally get the whole system set up and working properly. That will stop the water because, as you can see, this from here, following this path down to here, that is it's not 8 blocks, it's less than 8 blocks. So yeah, that I'm going to have a pressure plate here. Oh, okay, I placed a block. Might as well make that right now. Pressure plate, there we go. Can't see it I mean, you can obviously see it, but it will just stop the water flow when I have that. And I'm also probably going to change this out when I get a hold of the colored wood. It will allow me to make designs and such inside of the wood. For instance, giving contrast between the walls and the floors. This actually will probably be half slabs, just because it will give a more sleek appearance. Not that I'm particularly going for sleek, but, might as well. And I believe I get 6, yes I do. And not enough to build anything with. And while I'm here, stick that in the furnace. Grab some of my coal. Let's see. That. And nope. Stick that in. Oh, I have to wait till that. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, I stuck in 2 blocks there. Anyway. So I have my half slabs. Oh, that's an interesting thing. I wonder if the new blocks will have, if they will change the half slab texture. I assume they will. I haven't checked the creative mode. We're just going to make the frame and working stuff right now, so we do not need to have other stuff. We do not need to have the logs right now. And I believe what's going to happen here is that it will, this right here, up until, okay. This needs to be one level below this level, which means this either needs to be dropped one, or this needs to be raised one. I'm actually thinking about dropping this, because it'll give a good contrast from outside. It'll be a small drop down in, and will allow for less use of materials in this general area. So I will do that, just because it'll take me a couple seconds to, well, not a couple seconds, a few minutes to figure out exactly what I want. So I've finally come up with this. I pushed it back a little bit. It's getting a little bit close to this house, but this will eventually be torn down and replaced by something else. But I think it came out nicely. This will have glass on it, because I'm a level down, so it'll make more sense for the glass to be this level as opposed to a level up, where I wouldn't be able to see it, and it would give me too much of a basement feel. And I want it to be down, but I don't want it to be a full basement. The only problem with this situation that I've been thinking about is here. In order to reach this block over here, there has to be a water source here. So right there. And that is going to interfere with these water streams along here. The alternative option for this is to hide a water source out here, under and in, which I could do, but the only thing with that is that once this is hoed, I will see one block below here, just barely, which will also mean that I need to replace this whole line right here on the edge with wood, just so I get the right effect. Either that or I could replace it with cobble, which I don't have that much of, but it would give it the feel of a more of a basement, plus it would make more sense because cobblestone doesn't rot. So it would make more sense logically to do it this way. But as you can see, I only have 24 cobblestone, so that would require some cobblestone mining, but I think it would turn out nicely if I was to do that. So I will decide on something and come back later. Oh, I need to eat. Haven't eaten in a while. The next time when I come back, I'll also have 2 water buckets filled with water to make an infinite source, and hopefully I'll get the middle stream here, these streams in. I believe since this is an odd number, this will form properly, and since it has somewhere to flow here, it will form properly. Otherwise, coming down here and meeting in the center won't form properly because it will form a still water zone, which won't be good. It would be okay, but it wouldn't be good. I'd have to walk into that still water zone if I was to do it, if there was a block here. However, with this block empty here and this pressure plate here, it will push things onto the pressure plate, which I may actually be able to use. Excuse that, bump the mic. I may be able to use that. Actually, that would be pretty useless. If this is going to be a semi-automatic farm, then I trigger it myself. It's not going to be fully automatic. If it was fully automatic, it would be completely pointless because it would wipe out all the wheat when they're all grown, but I would lose the wheat, which, obviously I don't want to do. So anyway, I will replace this with cobble. I've just been thinking about it and decided, hey, why not? I like it. I think it'll turn out nicely. I'll get more cobble, which shouldn't be too hard. And I'll be back when I have that and water buckets. So I've done the first layer and inserted the cobble all the way around, except for here. Just insert that. And there we go. There's that. I've done the first layer, and I will work on the second layer. I've also thought that the reason I put that up there is because in an ice biome, the water will freeze, so I'm going to need to put a roof on this before I put it in the water. Another thing to take into consideration is I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure when it snows that the wheat will may break. So I'm going to need a roof for that too. So just in general, before I plant this thing up, I'm going to need a roof. But I will set this all up and get it into a state where we can potentially put the water in and build the roof around it. Now I've found that I've made a slight error with this. As you may remember, I mentioned that it was 16 long, which means it has two 8-block sections for the water. That, however, while I may be able to make that work, it would be much easier if I made the top section 7, because that happens. Now this isn't going to be the place where the water goes. I just put it there so it wouldn't flow out all over the place. It'll go up here. When I get it automated, it'll actually drop from the ceiling, so I'll work that out later. But yeah, it'll drop onto this block, essentially starting a source block. You can't pick it up, but it travels the same length as a source block, which means from here to the end, it'll travel 8 blocks. So what that means, since... Oh, that zombie just wandered out of that cave. Huh. Interesting. And he stopped burning. I believe that's a 1.2 thing? Huh. Wandered right up out of here. So yeah, I think I am actually glitched. Not glitched, but in 1.2, despite me. Oh, creeper. Hi, creeper. How you doing? How you doing? You stupid, are you? No, you're not. You're not stupid. I'm expecting you to take damage here. Blow up. Wow. Okay, he didn't blow up. I got him. And a... Oh, wow. This is really close to the surface. There's a lot of them close to the surface like this. Grab the iron here. And I believe I'm getting in on my time limit. I don't technically have a time limit. It's just to reduce time that it takes to upload, to make it in specific doses, so as to not overload anybody with videos. Certainly haven't been doing that recently. It would have been much better if I released small videos than none at all, but that's that. So what I'm going to just cover this quickly before I leave. This I'm just going to shorten up by 1, and then I'm going to push everything down at the end forward 1. That will also make it a little bit less claustrophobic in this area in here. Not much, but it will improve it a little bit. This would be going much faster for the shovel. But yeah, so next episode I'll have that done, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.